Hello everyone. This is John here, and today I just wanted to do a sit down video, like a chat to you guys, since it's been, I think, since last September since I've actually done a sit down video. I think so anyway, or it might have been March. I can't quite remember, but just wanted to do a sit down video since it's been a while. It's kind of gonna be sort of pretty much me just word vomiting to you guys as it usually is for all these videos. I don't know how long it will be, so you'll have to bear with me. And also, I'll be divulging into probably some more specific topics, but it might go into other tangents, so I do apologize because again, these videos are never scripted. I never have like anything like to actually be talking about. Like in order, if that makes sense. So anyways, so I'll just start. So in case if you guys don't know, I did let you guys know of this if you guys watched my cover of Drop Dead by Olivia Rodrigo, but I actually exited my program, school program, in May, um which, I had wanted for like in to do in 2024, but I obviously couldn't. They asked me to stay for another 2 years at least, so I could gain more experience. Um, and looking back on it, I think I obviously was unhappy about it at the time, but I think, you know, looking back on it, I think it actually, I think, wound it up to being beneficial to me because I met some, well, my I met some of the school friends that would come to the program. Obviously, their first year, and I've it's hard. When it comes to friendships, I mean, I've never been good at like socializing because again, this is a program for disabled students, like, and I'm disabled. I have a very hard time socializing with people, making eye contact. It's always been a huge problem for me ever since I was diagnosed. As like I think it was like back in fourth or fifth grade. Um, and I knew that, and I'm always gonna have struggles with it. No, like no question about like like those. And I'm just gonna have to keep working on it no matter what. But it's always been particularly difficult for me to talk to like people, like make friendships like IRL, like, or just talk to people in general, like even if I don't like if the situation requires it, of course I will. Like it's kind of like that. If the assignment, if this is what I have to do to participate in this activity, then yeah, I'll do it. But I mean, it's hard for me to like actually like make some friendships, even if like the topic we're talking about, like we could have some share some similarities with with what we're talking about, which is why a lot of the friends that I have made in like I think since the past, or I don't know, since ever I got this phone, or not, well, not this phone specifically, but since I got my first phone like in 2017, which by the way is 9 years ago. Crazy, I know. um I think it's easier for me to talk to people online, people that share interests like of mine, because we're already I'm already talking to this person who shares an interest in me, like in a YouTube stream, or well, wherever stream, like YouTube, like Twitch, because we already share a common interest with each other, even in the YouTube comments. People do share common interests, but I think a lot of the people that I've gotten to know has been more, obviously in the YouTube, um, in YouTube videos that interest me, if that makes sense, or live streams. So yeah, and then some other friends have been more on Twitter. Now obviously Twitter is very iffy. At least it is now. I mean, it wasn't as toxic, I guess, back in like is like pre-pandemic times, like when I or even then, I don't know. It was easier to, make friendships, at least with the artists that I had seen with, and just people that I share, like, for example, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon like me. That's an example that I'll give you. And then I got to, like, and then there was one in particular that I got to know, that I asked for their Discord information, they were accepting, and then we got to interact with each other, and I joined. They invited me to a Discord server that basically had all those artists, and I got to know them better. Now, would I say we're best friends? No, but um, we definitely got to know each other better, if that makes sense. That obviously led me to other places that I would have never been to. So what I'm saying is that it's easier for me to talk to people, like, at least um, online, that if I already have a shared interest with that person. Now, obviously, that's not always true. Like I said, sometimes you can have a shared interest, but just not be like friends because maybe personalities don't mesh well, or maybe they do. But and sometimes I mean, they do say opposites attract each other. I mean, that's applicable, I think, to romantic relationships, but also I think friendships as well. Um, but yeah, that's kind of so I've never really been like great, at least IRL, to like reaching out to people. But like these friends, or well, like classmates of mine, my peers, like, I mean, this one reached out to me, wanted to become a friend, and they did eventually. Like, they really tried to befriend me. Now, obviously, I wasn't like, I didn't know what to make of it, because sometimes I have a hard time discerning, um, like, oh, I can see that he's trying to be friendly with, like, I never reject it, because it's like, it's not bad. Like, none of the stuff that's actually happening is bad. Um, from what I can discern in, like, and then, I get these friends that, I have their Discord information eventually, and, like, go to our house. So it's kind of like that. And that hadn't happened to me, obviously, in a really long time, I would say, since, because I would say I never really made any friends, I guess, in high school. Like, a lot of the time when I was in high school, the only people I really talked to were because my middle school friends came to high school with me. Like, I so they were the only people that I really, really talked to, and I only talked to other people if, like, activities in classes required it. And sometimes, obviously, it was hard. Like, I won't lie. Like, but I did them, and but now that it's weird with not having school anymore. Obviously, I didn't go to college. I still don't plan to really. Um, just I was just thinking about things, like, it's crazy. That I'm, in. I was thinking about it, like, I think it was last week. I mean, it was almost 2 weeks ago now that school started back up for my friends. But, like, it's crazy that I don't, like, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. I don't know if graduates, of what college, trade school, or just a school program, you think about, like, the first day, that, back for a lot of people, and you wonder, wow, it's just crazy. I don't actually have to, like, follow a schedule like this anymore. Like, it is. So yeah, that's just kind of how it's been for me. Obviously, it's a work in progress in getting a job. That's all I'll say for right now. Because I do want to talk about other topics. Yeah, I've noticed that I'm already close to the 10-minute mark. It's about to be in a couple of seconds, so but anyways, next topic I want to talk about is, I was thinking about, like, just people that I've been sort of watching, and I taking inspiration from. Now, this one I've sort of been doing, like, these watching old Roblox videos, because I, as I'm 22, I'm somebody who back in, what is it, 2016, which was 10 years ago, or well, I obviously did Roblox like most kids did back, people who were my age back in the day. I played Roblox mostly thanks to Dan TDM. He was the one who inspired me to, you know, play Roblox, and all the games that the videos I've been watching, like all of his Roblox videos. So I do these mainly. So I play Roblox mainly. Pokemon Brick Bronze, I think, was one of the first games that I played because it was, I obviously Pokemon. I had to play it. I think Project Pokemon as well. Murder Mystery 2. Assassin. Well, these were mostly the games that I would go back to playing, at least back at the day. Now I don't. There was this other game that I would play in like 2020 and 2020. It's called Adventure Story. I think that's what the name of the game is called. Now, obviously, you guys know that Brick Bronze shut down. If you guys remember from back in the day, my first video was actually Pokemon Brick Bronze, and that was a battle that was released over 9 years ago. Next year is the 10th anniversary, which also means this channel has existed for 9 years. It's crazy. That my channel has existed for this long. Now, obviously, I don't have any plans for to do any anniversary stuff because, first of all, I'm not that kind of person. I would say, like, I don't really like, especially with like birthdays or, you know, anniversaries and such. I'm not really that kind of person. I'm just like, I don't know. I can be not very big. I like to keep it quiet over here, really. So that's just kind of how it is with me. But yeah, it's crazy that this channel has existed for 9 years and it's gonna be 10 in like next year. I mean, which makes me feel so old already just by saying that. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, Brick Bronze was like my first vid. Like, it was a battle, but yeah, that was the first video that I uploaded to this channel ever. And you know, yeah, and the reason I bring up Roblox, apart from that, because it's really cool, it's just because some of these YouTubers now, obviously I've watched a lot of Dan's old videos and rewatched some Roblox, some particular ones more than others, but you know, I've watched them. And I was just thinking about certain Roblox YouTubers that I used to watch back in the day. That was more towards the end of 2016, specifically December, and at the beginning, or a lot of 2017. So, particular YouTubers that I would watch. It was more one group. It was the crew. If you guys know the crew, people who are my age, you guys know who they are. I'm talking about Poke, Digger One, or Poke, just C-Dang, Twisted Pandora, Tofu, who we don't talk about, but Ant, I think, I forget, Tanner, I think, but basically Zach, Charlie, Mike, and Joe. But basically, I mean, I wasn't subscribed to all of them. Like, was subscribed to Ant, or Tanner, but I think I was subscribed to those to the other four: Mike, Zach, Charlie, and Joe. I was subscribed to them. I mean, it's only 3 of them I'm subscribed to now. Still, but I haven't watched their. I mean, I fell off their videos. Like, I think it was after like at least 2018. Like it. I mean, I think obviously because Roblox, I wasn't like really interested in Roblox. I think there were only a few games I was interested in. Obviously, I think one is Lumion Legacy, which is, well, is a sequel to Roblox, but because their uploads, their updates are so sporadic and they don't really work on the actual story itself. I don't really play I mean, I've sort of been in protest because of the Face ID requirements. So it's not been my favorite thing. But anyways, that's irrelevant. So I've been watching some of that, particularly Zach, Mike, and Charlie's videos. Like, some of They're older videos, not their some of their newer ones, yes, but not like all of them. It's been more towards it's been more, I think, really Zach, because he's been the one I've been watching this whole past week. And there's actually a good reason for this. I'm talking about like when he uploaded like Minecraft when he was just a baby, like, and yeah, mind you, well, yeah, the reason for this, because I wanted to learn more about like who he was before like he started doing all Roblox content. And I was like watching these videos, not all of them because I forgot I could not do it. Like, I do not have that like the all the time in the world to be doing that. But I did watch a good amount. Was particularly these videos of Archon Storytime, which was basically him going into the Archon Minecraft server, and just telling these stories that from his lifetime at least, which when these were like from 2015, I think. A lot of them, I think, 2016. But it was just basically like he was doing these videos of just telling his stories throughout his life up until that point. Now, obviously, he's when I watched him, I think he was the least out of everybody, or well, he was the third least out of. I think the people that I watched from the crew the most at the time were Charlie and Zach. I mean, not Zach, Mike. Seeding and Twisted Pandora. So I think Zach's channel poke, it was the third most that I watched. I think so. But I've just been watching more of his like obviously his older content, like the live streams. I mean, that were looked like videos, but they were actually live streams. Edit. But I think I didn't realize how funny the man was. So positive, so spunky, like I would say. And it's funny because I learned about this, like, and the reason I felt this like really big connection to Zach, is first of all, I didn't know this, but a lot of the crew actually came from my state, Illinois. So I think how do I say this? Yeah, they came from the state. A lot of them I think moved to Texas. Obviously they don't live with. They used to be roommates. They don't live with each other anymore. But they it was crazy time, which was I think it ended like 2019. But anyway, that's irrelevant. But I felt this particular connection to Zach because obviously we're both from Illinois. We're both born in April, literally one day apart. My birthday is April 12th. His day is literally the day after April 13th. So this is why I felt this one particular connection with him. And I don't know. Now obviously we're years apart. Like he's 6 years older than me. So so he would have been like 18 when I discovered him, which again was through Charlie's channel, really. Because that's who I saw from the crew first. So it was kind of crazy, like I said. But yeah, I don't know. Like his stories have been really, I think, the stories that he told like were really inspirational, even at like such a young age. I mean, age doesn't matter. I guess I should say. I mean, the lived experiences really form your point of view, like world point. Shapes your world. I guess how you walk through life is the basic way to put it. I might have to pause the video in a moment, I think, because we'll see. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just to put I sound like him right now. I've sort of been just using, well, not using his vocabulary. I'm just using it for this video. But yeah, I don't know. It's wild. It's like he has so much spunk in like his early videos, and obviously when I look a lot on his more recent videos, it's kind of it's obviously he has different priorities than he would have like a decade ago. I'm not But yeah, I don't know. um, it's just been like they're inspirational. The stories he tells and how he's reached this point with his channel now. So I want to do obviously something similar, like with my dreams and whatever comes in the future. Um, so yeah, I don't think I have much more to say. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, everybody. I have my phone up, so because my mom just came home, she was out, so that's why I was recording this video. But I'm gonna have to cut it short. As always, if you guys enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.